Hello everyone, this is an Aimsun video. This is for scripting and this is the third episode. In this episode I will show you how to create an automatic naming script that assigns a turn ID for each turn within a node. Why do you need this? You need this because when you have a big network and you do matrix estimation, for example, or you want to load your survey into the model so you can check your calibration against survey data. I will do a video about that at some point. You need to identify nodes because you can assign your survey turning counts or mid-block counts to a turn. And so, for example, in this intersection, your left turn will be this node from this section, and so on. So, as you can see here, I already have some external IDs, so just to give you an idea. So I want to create external IDs in a similar method as here that uses this idea. So one is south, two is east, and so on. And there will be three numbers in the turn naming, or the turn's name, or external ID more accurately. The one will be the node external ID. The second number is the from leg, or from section. And the to section will be the second. So if this is node number 1, and we go from here to there, that will be 1, 4, 2. So this way you can create a table in a spreadsheet in Excel where you basically create a file that has assigns a survey value, a survey turning count value for each turning movement. And to do that, I will use a node specific script. So I want that script to only appear when I right click on it. I don't want the script to be run from there because there can be other nodes that I don't want a turn ID to be assigned. Of course, you can change this if you want all turn movements to be updated. So how it works? When you create a new script, go to settings first and make sure you assign it to nodes. If you want it to be a object specific, so you need to select it before you run it. As you can see, it's a relatively long script. I don't want to explain it line by line. You can just copy it out from the video, or if you are a supporter on Patreon or on YouTube, you can just download it. I will upload it, the whole script, so you can download it from there easily. It has three main sections. First section, second section, and third section. The third section is the main section. What it does, it first reads in the object, as I discussed it before in previous videos. So just basically, I just check if target is actually object can be selected and it is a node type. Then I read the object into node, so I assign into variable or to this node. Then the node get external ID. I run this. Basically what it does, it reads in the existing external ID from the node. We need that because we need that external ID to be used in the turn ID. That will be the first element from the three. Then what I do, I have a very long for loop And in this for loop, I'm going to loop through every single turn within a node. So here, node, the node that I selected, and I use the getTurnings function. This is an inbuilt Aimsun function. It returns it returns a list of the turns. You realize that there is no values here, as in the previous video, and that is because this getTurnings returns a list, while values is needed when it returns a dictionary, and that happens, for example, with getObjectByType. Yeah, so that is why we don't have the values here. So then, from section and to section, so what I do here, I just read in the origin and the destination for that turn, so the section before and the section after the turn. And then I use those sections, I run a mathematical analysis on them to calculate the number, so their position. So the way I do it is we take the node, and relative to the node's location, we identify or we calculate how these sections, where are they located and in what angle. So if this line basically just checks that there is a section for from and to section, just to deal with any troubleshooting later, or just to avoid any potential errors. If that can be, probably that can't be a turn, but it's good practice. And as you can see, in each from section and to angle, which is basically the origin section and destination section, I run a function that I created earlier, calculate relative angle. Calculate relative angle is a function definition here. You can see I input into this function the node and the section, and it uses these two to determine the angles, and it returns the angle in degrees. It is a mathematical calculation. I'm not going to go into detail, but as you can see, I get the points of the section, and from the points I basically get the x and the y coordinate or location, calculate the closest section point to the node, and then compute the angle from the node to the section point, and then it converts to degrees from radians. Then if the angle, I just basically make sure that the angle returns something useful, the from and also the to. So if these are not empty, so that means these run properly. Then I call my other function on them using the from angle and the to angle information or data. That is just this. What it does, since in real life your road sections probably wouldn't be exactly diagonal, so like 90 degrees, 270 and so on. So I basically group them into these. So just to make sure that, if they are not, so if this one is like this or that, it will still be one. Or this two is still like that or like that, it's still two. And so that is the idea behind it. And as you can see in angles, I just calculate it. If it's between like those two, then it's two. Otherwise, if it's between those two, and so on. So from this, I will get a number, the from leg and the to leg. So now I have all information. I have the node number, I have the from section number and the to section number. So what I do in this new external ID variable, I basically concatenate this information. I will use this later when I override that turn ID. And so as you can see, as in the previous videos, it is just a formatted text. What it does, it just gets the data, the information from node external ID variable, like here, the node's external ID. Then there is a dash, and then in curly brackets again, from leg variable, then is an underscore, and there is a to leg variable in curly brackets. Then what I do, turn. As you remember, we are still in the for cycle or for loop. So turn, as we loop through, we do it one by one on every single one of them. And when we get to the end of this loop, we basically assign. So what we say is turn, where we store each turn in every loop. We assign set external ID with set external ID, the new external ID variable to it. So this text basically. Then I use this, what we discussed in the previous models, to make sure that there will be no issues with the undo buffer and the undos. And then once all of these are ready, as you can see, once this is ready, the loop, it runs through many times. In Python, indentation is important, so you can see that the for cycle is here. So the for cycle stops here. And then once this is done, also I just output turn external IDs have been updated for node and the node external ID variable in this curly bracket using the formatted text. And so what I do then, if you go to this node, you can see there is a incorrect external ID because it has like these dashes as well all the time. And let me just put a completely random. And so if I right click, I make sure that I select it. So I left click on it, right click and run the script. And it was quite quick, 6. And as you can see, all external IDs have been updated. 6 is the node number, then dash, then the movement, the starting, the start, the from section, and the end section. So number 6, 3 direction to 2 direction. And if I go through, you can see that by this, you can just create a list, a table. You can automatically just click through your nodes, or you can use this script, slightly modified, and just looping through all of them, as I showed in previous video. And you can just do it automatically for all the nodes that you want, or you can just click one by one on the ones that you want to update. And in your spreadsheet, you can assign the right survey turning count to those turns. And there you have it. I hope you found it useful. I show you in the meantime the script again if you want to just make a copy of it. You can just pause the video. And also make sure that you import math. This is for Python, just to use the mathematical calculations. Yeah, that's very important. Thanks a lot for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. That would help the algorithm. And also if you want to support me and my channel, just make sure you head to the Patreon page or you sign up on YouTube as a supporter. See you in the next one.